Welcome, welcome, curious cats. It's Fiona McLeod. Today we're doing a collective conscious reading for the energy of March 2024. I'm a tarot reader, energy psychologist, solar line therapist, etc. And today we are using the tarot as a prompt, as a guide to give you the collective consciousness reading, wisdom you need to know going into next month. Starts in 2 days. Friday, the 1st of March, you'll be launching into a new energy. And I may have some insights for you as well about what you could be encountering. Now, these are messages to help you be your personal best. I don't know what that message is any more than you do right at the second. And we are going to draw upon the first message of what March 2024 is about. And very much a nostalgic time. It is a time of reflection, of allowing yourself to connect with people that are close to you and people that were close to you. What I mean is getting those childhood memories and bonding with them. There is a lot in this message about releasing the negative association with your childhood. What this means is you at any point in time have a choice whether or not to stay stuck in an old memory, in an old story or not. Now, trauma and life experience is very real for us humans. However, reminding you that you are magical, that you have a superpower, and that power is to choose how you feel. And what you can do with this superpower is, in fact, decide to shift into a different perspective of how you see the past. Now, because in the sense of the entire universe, there is no past and future. It is all now. And therefore, that means that when you choose to shift into a different way of viewing the world, you simultaneously delete some of the past experiences. What we do is consciously create constantly. That is what we're doing every time we choose our next thought and our next feeling and our behavior. What people don't realize is that they are choosing, usually unconsciously, but you do get a choice to choose consciously. And when you become more aware that really your new reality is only a thought away, you actually start taking back your personal power. Because who is benefiting by constantly regurgitating the old? No one other than you. Well, that's actually not entirely true, because the collective are presenting everybody's thoughts as one great big energy. And when this happens, we can either change worlds for the better or change worlds for the so-called worse. What I mean by that is your thoughts are important, not just to you. However, you will have that human experience of whatever you're choosing to create through your thinking. Therefore, March is very much about taking check of that nostalgic time in your life and thinking or feeling into what you ultimately want for your next day, for your future, although it's always the now. And therefore, the great message really is to reflect on what is blocking you from having a greater existence in this minute. Whew, that's pretty cool. So this involves a lot of transformation. Involves a lot of waking up to your own existence. One thing that people don't realize so much is that life is not about exploring to see what happens. It's a creating to see what you can create. Therefore, you are in the driver's seat of manipulating your path through those conscious choices, through the decision to get off your bum and get out the door. Now, there is a mix of following what is best for you versus following what you think you should be doing. Therefore, the aim of the game is to start to not only recognize what you're thinking about, but actually feel into your heart and ask yourself, what are you passionate about? And when you see both of these aspects of yourself, your passionate side and your conditioned side, you can start to choose which one you follow. People that do not have passions do not have a life. That is pretty dramatic, isn't it? It's a pretty dramatic thing to say. What that means, if you don't have that surge of excitement to step forward and create something in the world, you're simply just being thrown around like, a beach ball in the air. That may be going with the flow for some people, and other people, it may be simply not exploring your true potential. So I'll just summarize this for you. It means transformation is in the air for March 24. This does not mean it's happening without you. It means you get the choice. Things will come into your sphere where you may be reminded of the past. Perhaps it's someone from the past or trauma from the past. Hopefully, some people have some great memories from the past. And when you are able to stop and just be in the moment and reflect on how those thoughts and memories and feelings are affecting you today, you can consciously make a decision to let that shit go and to step into the ultimate passion of what you want. It's called follow your heart and let go of the bullshit that your mind is thinking. All right. So if you are wanting a little bit more clarity on what the next step is, we will just see what the advice is coming through. Okay. So I didn't show you before because this is really irrelevant to you. I read the cards as they talk to me, but this one is the Six of Cups, and now I've pulled the Hermit. And traditionally, the hermit is someone going within and soul seeking and following the light of their soul. That is what it means to follow the passion of your heart. Now, the trick here that trips people up is that just because you're following your passion, it does not mean the outcome will be what you expect it to be, what you want it to be, or what you think it should be. It simply means follow your passion. If we all followed our passion every day, we would find that we literally are led to all the opportunities and great people that help us to easily live our best life. Now, people say, I don't even have any passions. I don't know what passion is. And like I said, if you do not have passion, you do not have a life. However, when I say passion, it can be little tiny passions. What are you most called to do right now? Now, for some people, that might be going for a run. Some people, it might be filming a video for YouTube. Some people, it might be having lunch. It's minute by minute. What do you feel you'd like to do with the most excitement and joy right now? And then you step into that. It could be for the next minute and it could be for the next hour. It usually changes because you do not spend 24 hours a day doing the same thing. The only thing that you do in that case is breathe and think. Therefore, what I'm suggesting is that you do that soul seeking, that you use the power of the March 2024 energy to literally take check on who you are unconsciously or consciously, accidentally or on purpose, choosing to be minute by minute. This is how you create your best life. Not by trying to manifest this big superficial thing or this great love from someone else or this totally healed super model body. No. I promise you this. If you take this advice and choose to embrace the transformational energy that March has for you, and this is in fact the beginning of the Chinese year, which is a new beginning for us. Transformation is always a metamorphosis. It's the caterpillar turning into the butterfly. Use this time as the incubator, as the cocoon, to feel into that solitude, that darkness, and choose to come out. Maybe in April. We don't know what April is presenting just yet. Maybe I can get a little bit of insight. No, we are not allowed to know, because when you are doing something to get an outcome, you immediately are not living in the now. You are immediately doing something for any other reason, which is less than love. My motto is to aim to do everything for either love or fun. And within that, every choice becomes easy. Why are you making your decisions? Do you have a foundational core that you know to be true for you? And when you really do know thyself, every decision is easy. Now, the more unconscious, limiting beliefs that we carry around, unbeknown to many people, the more difficult it is to know thy true self, because it's simply covered by the shadows of those human ego beliefs. This is what I help people to transcend in the solar line therapy and one-to-one consultations, coaching, mentoring. You can have a session if you want. Simply contact me. Otherwise, what I'm suggesting to you is that you start to be more self-aware, reflect on who you were and who you want to be. Who are you creating? Who is your best self? And how are you turning up in the world as a shining light? What are you bringing to this world? Is it all about you, or is it all about everyone else? Can you simply be the best you so that it actually is both? It is you loving your life and those around you also being positively influenced and affected. That's all you need to be, is the truth of who you are. The tricky part is most people have a conflicting idea of who that is. I'll let you into the biggest secret. You are love, and anything that is coming from a place of the opposite of love, which is fear, is simply a man-made creation. That may sound a lot. I challenge you to consider it. How we see the world is how the world comes back at us. So change your glasses and put on the rose-tinted love glasses, and you will experience a life full of abundance, love, joy, and happiness. And if that includes a form of human success, so be it. If that includes a whole lot of millions of dollars, maybe that's your path. But the ultimate is to know thyself. We're going to wrap it up there. So transformation through self-awareness and conscious decision making. That is what March 2024 is for the collective conscious of the people that happened to view this particular video. Now, I've been getting a lot of requests for me to start Tarot Q&A Tuesday again. That is my free, usually weekly Q&A where people can ask their questions live and I answer with the tarot. We will be beginning this again, probably only once a month coming up. So bear that in mind, and I look forward to receiving your questions. And please consider your question to be something of more life expansion, personal development, rather than of day-to-day human existence. Aim to fly high and not continue strudging and trudging around in the 3D reality. Keep your dreams alive, and we will see you here real soon. Catch you soon. Bye. Oh, give me a thumbs up, guys, won't you?